In the case of little kids, it's very understandable if they're scared of the dark. But as Plato is said to have said, it's a tragedy when adults are scared of the light. So I want to talk about this. This will determine the quality of our contribution. This will determine the quality of our relationships, is how true to ourselves we are. Yeah, I mean, a scientist who's developing theories, if he's secure enough to even allow his pet theory to fall apart in the light of the truth, he's going to give the world better science than if he does everything to protect his pet theory and ignores the real data. It's the same with us in our lives. Can we actually accept the real data that our lives are giving us, not just what we think is true? But you look at the data of our lives. What is it telling us? I know people who, I used to know a lot more of them, who, if they owned an expensive property, they felt they were happy. That was happiness. And they never ever looked beyond that. They never actually went, well, is this really true? Am I really happy in this expensive property? Or am I just believing that? It's this data. And this data will be close to our bones. It'll be more in the whisperings of our heart. It will be more in when we wake up at 3 o'clock and we don't know why we've woken up. Or if we're restless for some reason. It's like we can pay attention to our experience more, not just ignore these things or try to medicate them. Pay attention to what they're trying to tell us. It's just like the honorable scientist. It's like being honorable with the life you came here to live. I would have had a very different life if I'd just gone along with my conditioning. I was a very kind of unhappy journalist, and I probably just would have become worse. more aggressive and more bitter, And so when I first, faced or began this walk into this life that I've chosen, it was very scary. But then it became very, very, very fulfilling. And over again, the fear I felt, it was just nothing. It was smoke and mirrors. It's like the fears disappeared as I went on, just like when you turn the light on, all the ghosts disappear. When you're a kid, your parents would turn the light on when you're scared of ghosts. It's the same thing that happens as an adult. So I just was, this is kind of a plug for, don't always believe your mind, what your mind is saying to you about what's safe and what's not safe. It's, in my experience, it's a lot safer to follow your heart and be true to yourself. I mean, I made sure I knew competent teachers to help me with this. I sought them out. But, also your own body and your own psyche will be signaling to you whether you're on the right track or not. Okay, well, in my experience, we're all here with our particular gift to give, and nobody else could give it. And if we don't give our gift, then the world is poorer. We're just left a little darker. Yeah. Okay, bless your hearts.